Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. This is take 3 of the video I was planning for today, so prepare yourselves. So this is Bionicle related content, obviously, as you can tell by the video title. And well, G2 Bionicles, actually, G2 MOCs. Two of them are small actual MOCs, you know. They're like Matoran size, or Protector size, actually, in this case. And the other two are, well, revamps of existing sets. Well, I say existing, they actually... the theme was retired back in 2016, unfortunately. God. Whatever. So, the first one is a rather simple one. And to put this into context, remember Midak from Matanui online game, the little Ono Matoran dude? I actually built a the little Tohonga or Matoran version of him, which was just all black parts except for the Matoran head, which was all dark, which was dark gray. And he's still over there. He's still back there chilling, hanging out. And you know, because the Matoran build just has a certain charm to it, and it's aesthetically pleasing, and I love it. It's great. So, speaks of the time of which it was unleashed onto the world. So, I decided to make a G2 version of Midak, and well, a little more simplistic, I'd say, but here he is. Yeah, this is Midak. Very simple, very straightforward. I guess this is broken, but hey, I don't feel like replacing the part right now. I basically gave him 8 of this little, this bone piece because I didn't feel like giving him actual armor except on the torso, and that's it. Otherwise, he has black fists, black feet, Onua Master Mask, and that's basically it. So, is a little minimalist, I'd say. It's a little too minimalist, but hey, I don't care. It's simple, it's effective, it's rather decent, and I guess you could say charming sort of recreation of the original. I guess you could call this, I don't know, it's minimalist, it's simple, but it gets the point across. This is a Matoran, not a Protector, so, well, it's a villager of... Well, anyway, that's my G2 version of Midak. So we'll put you right there, Midak, and drink some tea. So, remember Takua? Yeah, Takua. I actually have my little Tohonga style build of him back there at my nightstand. And underneath my lamp. And remember when people used lamps? So I decided to make a G2 version of Takua. Now this was years ago, actually. This was like I want to say 2015, right when we had the G2 sets. And I decided to, well, obviously I had one extra copy of each set of each of the Protectors, except for the Protector of Ice and Protector of Earth. I'm not sure why I didn't get clones of those, but I had all 6 of the Toa again. I had 4 of the Protectors again, and also had Skull Grinder again, and you see what I did with that. Check out that mock review. The Cannibal Corpse. Anyway, so basically I wanted to take elements from the Protector of Water and the Protector of Fire and merge them to create Takua. Well, okay, it's a little more than that. I gave him black fists, and he has the same feet as the Protector of Fire. I guess you could say the legs are the same as Protector of Fire. Each foot, actually, on either side of the foot, in those little holes, have a trans dark red stud. So those I decided was a nice little aesthetic thing. The arms, I guess you could say, are just basically Protector of Fire's arms, but this one has a spike on it. Spike. So it's a gray spike, light gray, and I don't know. Should I put it like this, or just leave it like I had another way? Because you know the tip matters, right? So you know he also has this Chronicler, not Chronicler, fuck, this 2015 armor piece on the torso. But I also originally had a copy of this on the right arm, on this arm. And I eventually thought, you know, you don't need it. He doesn't need it. He's obviously just a, he's a villager, so he doesn't really need that extra armor. He's fine with the armor he has. I mean, it's not as minimalist as Midak here, but still. He has silver armor on his back. He's got red armor on his torso. That's the 5 long. And right there, he has a trans orange stud. And right here on his ass, he has a trans dark red one. So that's all well and good, I guess. So it's all fun and games till you have a stud on your ass. Okay. And the Chronicler staff. Now, this piece is not as, well, it's well known for being what's supposed to be an exclusive piece, but it's not. It really isn't. Its exclusivity was sort of canned by the time the Kickin' Aloe set came out. And, well, this is a lighter silver version. That's because it was with one of the 2006 Matoran sets. Got a 6 long rod right there, because you could find these in one of the big freaking 500 plus part big massive plastic jars of that you would get at Toys R Us or something like that. I had one of those. Sucks that I don't have the container itself anymore. But hey, that's where I got these. And they even had a 12 long as well in red, which was super freaking awesome. I added a half bushing in yellow right there. Why? Why not? So, and the mask. Yeah, I actually took the Protector of Water's mask, because he had a blue mask, right? In Minog and Tales of the Tohunga, or Quest for the Toa, as it's supposed to be called, I guess. He had a blue mask, right? That was his mask, because he was an Avmatoran, not a Tomatoran, apparently. And so, keeping with that tradition, here we have Takua, the Chronicler of Akimu at this point, I guess you could say. He has the Protector of Water mask, but I cut off the things that stick out farther up. And I cut those off, and I did some bending work, and I think it looks fine. So he was always the oddball out in terms of the Tomatoran, or the Matoran in general. He was a Avmatoran, so why not make him less standard than the other Protectors, because they all had the same fucking masks, except different colors. It looks like he's got a little bit of red marker, I guess. He's crying blood for some reason. I don't know. So, but that's basically Takua here. I built this, and you can too if you want to. Just make sure you do the thing with the mask. Or I'm sure some of you custom folks will make 3D printed versions of, well, actually, technically, you can make a Takua, well, my version of Takua, if you want, with all the stuff, and the Onua Master Mask in Dark Azure. You can do that, probably, if you can get the color to actually match what is seen on Golly here. That might be tricky, but hey, I've never 3D printed anything, so I wouldn't know. But I've seen some pretty cool stuff out there. So that's Takua. Put you right there. T. Now for the Toa. I know this video is getting slightly long, but whatever. I like to talk about the stuff that I built. So, here's Pohatu. Yes, Pohatu. Master. He's still got the, well, as you can see, he's still got the gear function, so he can stab, stab, stab. And he's still got the, fucking, whatever it's called, Gurak Rakshi staff piece, and as well as a barb piece in white. He's got two of those, one on each lower arm, as sort of a aesthetic piece, I'd say. Aesthetically, this looks pleasing in my opinion, so I like the fact that this piece is silver. I wanted to keep this more of a consistent version of Pohatu Master. Raised the gearbox up a module, and gave him back armor too. See, it's a silver bit, that's back armor. There, but he has, now I did take parts from the second protector of stone I had, because I had a second Pohatu, and that's what this is, and basically made his arms symmetrical. So he has, so this arm is the same as that symmetry, and he has basically 8 of the burnt orange 4 long armor pieces, shells, and he has these 2015 pieces in silver, obviously, and that looks pretty fucking awesome. The upper leg armor is the same, but the lower leg armor is different because of these little barbs, these little white, little tiny barbs that he can probably kick you in the butt with, and you'll have spikes going up your ass. I don't know, but that's an interesting little bit. The trans neon yellow bones are right there for the both arms, and the Borak eyes I decided to use for his feet, obviously, and obviously on the front of his feet, in that little gap, he's got at least one of those little studs in the trans lime green yellow thing color. I can't remember what the exact color that is, but it's a transparent color, so there you go. The lower legs are the black bone piece, CCBS pieces, and the upper legs are dark bluish gray. No friction adders because there's no point. I wasn't going to put that in my revamp. So that's bad. And I added this extra Borak eye on each calf here to kind of lithe this calves a little bit. And I think it looks pretty fucking awesome, except for the blue pin, which we all know the blue pin is bad, but hey, replace it with a black one, or replace it with a, I don't know if they still make the white ones, actually. Actually, I think they make red ones, too. I don't know. This part has been through so many phases in there. Well, this still moves, so it can move, rotate like that. But sandwich it right there as best as you possibly fucking can, and it'll be fine. So, it's a nice little revamp. I feel this is as best as I could possibly do for Pohatu. He's definitely got a more consistent consistency with the transparent yellowish color limbs and other transparent parts. I should probably add more of the studs at least on the upper legs and on the feet, and probably some other spots as well, just because, you know, there's to keep it with the elemental thing, you know. I think G2 kind of succeeded when it came to the elemental vibes, what with the transparent colors being added to the Toa Masters, and of course the protectors as well. And I felt the transparent colors were a nice little addition to the parts count, and obviously to make the sets look pretty cool. So, and this looks pretty damn cool. So he's about as tall as Golly Master now. Yeah. So he was shorter, but now he's average. Average. It's fine. So that's Pohatu. And before we get to Lewa, we have this. I will say I did have all 6 of the Toa Masters revamped at one point. Unfortunately, I took apart my Tahu and Kopaka and obviously Onua because, yeah. But I still have my first copies of the sets over there. And the Golly revamp eventually turned into Helrix, which check out that mock review if you will, because, yeah. But, so, Lewa and Pohatu are the only 2 surviving Toa Masters, at least revamps. And I had some pretty good ideas for the other, for the other 2, for the other 4 revamps that I kind of miss, honestly. So, but hey, here's Lewa, and obviously, he's got elements that we've seen on his upgrade portion, his not portion, whatever, like this armor shell, or not armor shell, armor add-on piece being used right there, like Nuva armor almost, and since we're on the arms right now, the arms are smaller. They're about they're the average size. They're the normal size, like with Gollies, for example. And I just felt the whole long arm syndrome was just kind of not what Lewa needed. I felt like he needed his arms to be the normal. So I decided to do that. I decided to add that armor. And for stylistic reasons, or for another aesthetically pleasing choice I made was this black barb piece, claw piece, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It is a nice little add-on. I don't know why I added it in black. I just thought it looked aesthetically pleasing against this green. I like this green. It's pretty cool. Now, obviously, the arms are both symmetrical. Look, he's in a T-pose. Teabag. Obviously, I brought the, whatever it's called, the gearbox down a module. And as a result of that, I had to raise up this thing, up a little bit, and it's running up there. So, and I feel like that works. So obviously these ball joints on the other side of the fucking chest are covered up pretty well. You can still see them, but they're covered fine with these bits. So I kind of left those intact. And because Lewa's gearbox is brought down further, he can actually... Well, that's a little exaggerated, but he can actually move his head. Ooh! Oh, yeah, that's not alright. As for his torso... fuck, what the hell? As for his torso, in the insides, well, he's got some system pieces right there in yellow. One of them's got a yellow. One of the bits in here has a sticker from an old Lego system car piece of some sort. I don't remember what the set was called. It was just a car of some sort, and I kind of got sick of looking at things, I guess. So that's why I took it apart, I guess. The upper legs were swapped with the black bone piece, as you can see. And obviously I turned these from this to this, so because I think it looks better. And honestly, I'm not sure if I should even add some armor along the back, because then he won't be able to do that. Oh shit. Well, he does still have the armor add-on right here, but he does have these Keytorange. These Keytorange or School Bus Yellow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I say Keytorange because that's where it originated from. 6 long armor shell pieces, and they look pretty freaking cool. I thought that was an interesting choice. So, and I also had these little Paraka spines from the little minifig Parakas with those on either foot, because I had an extra protector of jungle. That's where I had to butcher that set for some of the parts, like these and these. And yeah, so now for the axe. The axe. He has 1 axe this time, as compared to the 2 with which you can convert into like arm flying braces, and you can have 2 swords. This is fucking weird. But hey, the original set was pretty cool, but I wanted to make it somewhat better, and so the weapon he has now is an axe. Of course, but it looks like an actual axe. It looks like an actual freaking pole weapon, for fuck's sake. He has 2 8 long black rods, and down here he has, well, this setup. He has a system yellow cone piece, because I said so. And obviously up here, got all that. So I don't know why I put that there, but hey, still the same gunmetal axe blade piece, and it looks much better. Honestly, it looks like an actual pole weapon as compared to sword axes, whatever the fuck they're called. But hey, so overall, Lewa here, I think he looks much better, to a degree, as a revamped version of the 2015 set. So I would show you the other 4 revamps, but they have been dissected and destroyed, and I'm using the parts for other sets, for other MOCs. So what do you think of these 2 Toa revamps? Actually considering using the ball joints on Pohatu here to do some kind of armor thing. I don't know what I would put there, but these ball joints on either side of the fucking chest need to be used, and I don't know what to use them for. Maybe if I just put a couple of friction adders there, then maybe it'll kind of bulk things out a little bit more. But what do you think of these? Do you think they're bad? Do you think they're okay? Do you think they're better than their the retail copies that we got? Let me know. And also, what do you think about Takua? And what do you think I could do to improve these? I mean, obviously, the other 3 I can improve perfectly fine, probably, somewhat. Maybe not so much Takua, because I think I'm perfectly satisfied with what he is now. But with Midak here, I refuse. I don't see any point in upgrading this character, because he looks perfectly fine. About the same height as Takua, maybe somewhat shorter, I don't fucking know. But, minimalism, it's what you need with this guy, I guess. So there you go. That is all I wanted to show y'all for today. I'm sorry it took like 25 fucking minutes to show off. I guess I just wanted to talk. So there you go. I will have more MOCs to showcase for y'all, and we'll have more MOC showcases eventually. So stay tuned for that. And as I build more MOCs, I will show you more MOCs. How will you know? Well, look at your subscription feed, and if you if you ring the notification bell, if that's still a thing, you should get a notification if you see a video about me talking about, I don't know, like my HD camera, for example. You'll see that in your feed. I mean, I could talk about this thing, but I've already talked about it ad nauseum. So yeah, stay tuned for more Bionicle related stuff, and as always, tea. Okay. As always, I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.